Thank you for your time. My name is Rusty Love. Let's get right into it. These are all my ribbons. They are all ranked by, they're all uh, sorted by rank. We got the AX52, critical rate, and fire rate. Go to Bassus, critical rate, toxin, and multi-shot. This is one of my newest road ones. We got the Rubico. Critical chance, critical damage, and toxin. This is also one of my newest ones. That's one I've had for a minute. At least a year. Verglis, critical chance, and cold. Hmm. Well, I guess it's easy to tell. I do critical builds. Tenant Envoy, critical chance, and multi-shot. This is not the best Riven, nor do I suggest you get a Tenant Envoy, as it's a dispo point 5, point 50 if I'm actually sure, not even 55, it's point 50, making it the lowest disposition a weapon can have, meaning this Riven will ultimately be weak, but in my specific build, I had one open spot, which this Riven fit in perfectly. Then we have the Sabaris, critical, and damage. You may notice pattern. I will accept a Riven for as long as it has a critical chance, and a second decent option like damage, fire rate, or or an element, but it cannot be critical and multi-shot and then a negative reload speed. That is not accepted. Envoy Boar. Critical damage, multi-shot, and critical damage. This one is a special one. I don't usually replace a multi-shot mod, but I feel like I had to at this one. This is a great looking mod. Great looking mod. Nearly perfect for me. Nearly perfect. But sadly, it's not perfect. That's why it had to replace my multi-shot mod. Strun, however you say that. Critical damage, fire rate, and maximum ammo. I like this one a lot. But it is just fire rate and critical damage that makes it a decent Riven, and it's not a good one. Then we got the Torrid. This is one of my, I consider, perfect god rolls. I can't see it getting any better. You have critical damage, critical chance, and fire rate with a negative that does nothing at all to you. Infested is literally the weakest faction in the game. And fire rate, who doesn't use fire rate on their weapon? I love fire rate on my weapon. I rarely go home without it. Then we have the Miter. This is a decent one. Barely considered decent at that. It's only damage and multi-shot. Lucky enough, the Miter can use multi-shot, and that damage is stupid high. The Lateron. This is another proud one of mine. It replaces two mods. Replaces my base damage mod, and it replaces my cold mod. And then it gives me critical chance and negative infested. Come on, who likes the infested? And who has trouble killing the infested? The Truma. Critical damage and critical chance, but positive Grineer and negative ammo. Not my best. It's a bad mod. I understand, it's bad. 150 and I'm still trying. But the disposition is so low, it's like, why even try using it? Because I had it before Truma Prime came out, and at that time it was the perfect role. Stupid me. The Shadow Sea-Doo? However you pronounce it, I'm sticking with Shadow. Damage and critical chance. This is a decent mod only because of the critical chance is really high and the damage is decent, but overall it's not good. Zenith. This is a good one. It has damage, damage, critical damage, and critical chance. I messed up there. You need to have courage in what you're saying and say it. This is a decent mod. Just above average damage is not liked by everyone, but as I didn't want to keep using Kuva for the reason is you're noticing now, I stuck with this roll instead of kept rolling. Plus, I don't use the Zenith very much. I just wanted a flex mod on my flex weapon. Shows how old I am. Then we have the Sporo Thrix. Not needed at all. As you can tell, the stats are even low. That means the disposition is low. I can't remember off the top of my head what the disposition is. But this, ah, let's move on. Recon, recon effects. Fire rate and toxin. This is one of those decent mods that does the job better. It gives me more fire rate. The prime shred is 55% fire rate. We don't care about the punch through, but we care about the toxin damage. That means I can replace a toxin mod, which means I'm losing status chance and I'm losing punch through just so I can add on, let's say, hunter mutations or another element. It's a sacrifice. I would not recommend using a reconflicts. Wait a minute. You know what? How about we just go ahead and do this? You're terrible. Nope, nope. You're good. Ah, I've had you too long. Okay, let's move on. Seto, fire rate and critical damage. I'm a big fan of the Seto. It's god dang. I'm a big fan of the Seto. That's why this is one of my oldest Rivens. It's not a good Riven at all. It's fire rate and critical damage. That is because it is a low disposition weapon. Don't waste your time. It will be very difficult to find it a useful Riven role. Tazakor, I got this purely because I'm in love with the Tazakor. It is an amazing weapon, and here we go. This one is a good one, actually. It replaces a cold status mod, so I get more status chance and I get more cold damage while I get multi-shot. Well, that is really good because Tazakor is a beam weapon, and I want it to actually prime my enemies. Why was that hard to say? What are you doing, Robert? Okay, bye, Robert. Hammer, this is okay. Okay, toxin, critical chance, and status. Wow. Is this not a god roll? Hmm. Yeah, that has to be a god roll. What more would you want out of the hammer? Toxin's almost the perfect element. It goes everything. Even it goes with even blast builds. Hmm. Ruda. This is a I love the shotgun so much, but it's kind of bad. It took me a long time, but only 35 rolls for me to get heat, critical damage, and status chance. Negative slash damage on a slash gun like this might seem bad, but we no longer need slash like that nowadays. So hey, I made the Ruda a meme weapon to a usable weapon. Yes, in Steel Path. Paris. This is a bad mod, but it does one great job. Gives me more status chance and more toxin damage to replace that 60-60 and nearly doubles it. It's amazing. The dual toxicus. Mm, nearly perfect. Critical damage, status damage, magazine, and negative corpus. So we have more magazine, not that important at all. But we have status chance, which is great, and we have critical damage, which is great. So that's an, I'd say A tier. The asthma. Don't get Rivens for the login weapons. Just don't waste your Kuva. These stats are decent, but look, I'm 90 rolls in. Maybe you just have that much luck more than me. Hey, we have the Sobek. Critical damage, toxin, and punch through. Especially for a shotgun, this is great. Especially a shotgun with this passive is even better. But we're not going into its passive. This is a good roll, not a great roll. B tier. I was already there, so we're going to Vermi Splicer. I like this one. It's critical chance, critical damage, and it's an element. 120%, 105% cold. So if it's replacing an element mod, that means I'm losing status chance, but I'm gaining critical chance and critical damage, and I don't need punch through. That's a beam weapon. Cycron, beam weapon. Ugh, this is another perfect mod. Perfect Riven roll. Love it. Multi-shot. Great on beam weapons. Critical damage. Amazing on all weapons. Critical chance. Great on all weapons. Except this specific weapon. I have two builds. One that can utilize the Riven to its fullest potential, and my main and my main build that will not utilize the critical chance whatsoever. It sucks. The Icarus. I am thinking about re-rolling this one only because I want more status chance on my weapon. In fact, this yeah, we're actually no longer using this because I want more status chance on my weapon, and I don't need the critical chance on my secondaries. I use secondary and very colorful. I love this weapon. It is my most used melee weapon. We have critical chance. Attack speed's not needed, but that's okay. We have critical damage and negative infested, so we get critical chance and critical damage. We're losing what? Nothing at all. Status chance, multi-shot, and critical damage. This is a perfect weapon. So, this is a semi-perfect roll for this weapon because it gives me critical damage, which is exactly what I need. It gives me status chance, which is what I need far more than anything else. Then we have multi-shot, which is even more important than yes, it's more important than critical chance. I don't need it. Then we have the Kuna, multi-shot, status chance, and cold. Negative zoom might hurt you, but honestly, I'm a bad aim in general, so hey, zoom's not gonna make me hit further away targets easier. The Pennant, personal favorite of mine. Critical chance, heavy, additional combo, and status chance. Decent, not good. Then we have the Skya Jati. Critical chance, range, and toxin damage. So it replaces a toxin mod. That means I'm losing status, chance 4, range, and critical chance, which is great. Thales is how I'm pronouncing it. This is actually a influence weapon, and this is still a bad ribbon for an influence weapon. I'm losing. You're telling me I'm losing status chance for just a bit more electricity and critical chance? Okay, decent, but you're lucky I love the weapon. Dual end core. This is another great one for me. I personally love this. Attack speed, status chance, critical chance. I've loved this ribbon since I got it. Yes, I got it this way. I didn't roll this. Other thing, I'm sorry. This is terrible, terrible mod, but I'm trying to make it good. I keep saying mod. It's a terrible roll. The Armada. You've seen this one. Critical chance, critical damage, and heavy attack efficiency. Decent roll. Decent, but not good. Plague Skewer, attack speed, melee damage, and. Oh, okay. We're working on that one. Uh, But honestly, I have a lot of ribbons, and sadly, old ribbons don't give me cover. It'd be great. Nami solo. This is same thing with Dallas. It's better than no, it's not better. It's a little bit better than Dallas, but hey, I'm trying. Zenstar, you know what I say about rolling ribbons for login weapons. Just don't do it. The bow. This is the definition. This is better, but my influence ribbons just aren't the best. Bow is another influence mod of mine. I do hope you like the radio. I do like the music. I do like the radio itself. Thanks for being nice, digital streams. This is a new ribbon. Okay, new ribbon. I'm thinking about rolling this one. I love the weapon. It's very fun. Uh, I don't need you. We're done here. All right. Bam. There we go. We're all done. Do hope you have a nice day and hope you enjoyed my collection. If you did, leave a like, a share,